Give it up for Courtney. Thank you for that introduction. Wow. Feels so special. Well, if these aren't interrogation lights, I don't know what is. Ladies and gentlemen, you came on a good night. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know why. I have no business up here at all. But as Courtney said, I am a musician. Well, for one, I'm a bass player. I'm married, and I got 2 daughters, young daughters. So I'm not gonna lie. Right about now, it feels pretty fucking good to know that my voice is finally being heard. Clear your schedule, I'm gonna be here all night. I got a lot of shit to say. Woo! I started at a very young age. Instead of joining Boy Scouts, I joined a boy band. I joined Trixter when I was just about 15 years old. I would have joined sooner, but I had to promise my mom I'd go 7 days in a row without wetting the bed. And I did it. Off I went to go rock. It was hard, though. Started drinking at a young age. But we were all young when we started. The band was very young. It was kind of what we were known for, right out of high school. But as a young band, we couldn't go to the bar and hang out and kick ideas around and stuff. So, and being from Jersey, where we hang out, hung out at the diner to all hours of the night. That's where we go in Jersey. We go to the fucking diner, right? I mean, we spent so much time in the diner, we almost named the band Biscuits and Gravy. What else you got? Disco Fries, you know it. Hey, that was my second guess. We can be here all night with that. But we settled down on Trixter because it had a better ring and it also looks better on a thong. It's a hot item on the wall and in the pants area. So when we were just starting out, we would play all the places you would usually find young boys playing. High schools, shopping malls, Neverland Ranch. All right. Okay. Yeah. You did good on that one, guys. You did good. Give yourselves a round of applause. I hope you brought the soft tomatoes. We started at a very young age, like I said, but also everything's picked up for us at a very young age. It happened quick. I joined the band, and within a year we had a record deal. And I often remind those guys about that. I joined the band, and we got a record deal. What's that called? X Factor? So, do we have music fans out here? How many people know or have heard of Trixter? Get out of the town, really? Did they hand out pamphlets at the door? So looks like they started in 1984. Paramus, I know Paramus. So we got to tour with, and I want to hear it, Kiss. Where are my Kiss people? Let me hear you, people. Well, so we got to tour with Kiss, and for me personally, and Steve, my partner in the band, this is the reason we're playing music in the first place. So we got the call that we're going to tour with Kiss. You're Kiss fans, suppose somebody called you and said, you're going on tour with Kiss. You'd be like, fuck, yeah, yes. That's what we did, literally jumped around. I'm like, that's it, I'm going to be friends with Kiss now. I'm going on tour, we're going to dinner, Thanksgiving, I'm best friends with Paul Stanley now. And so we go out on the tour, and Gene Simmons is there, Bruce Kulick, Eric, I see Paul Stanley from afar. I'm like, this is just fucking great. 2 weeks into the tour, or something like that, we're day off, we're on a hotel. I leave my hotel room. Now I'm at the end of the hall, last room. And I leave my room. Now 2 seconds after I walk out of my room, I see at the complete opposite end, somebody walk out. Last room, opposite end. It's just a shadow. So now we're walking slowly towards each other, doing that kind of awkward. Where's my tech? we're doing that awkward walk, you know, like, all right. And then I see hair, like a shadow of hair. I'm like, all right, this guy's on the tour. I probably know him. I just can't see him. So now as we're getting closer, I'm like, oh shit, it's Paul Stanley. Now, I hadn't said anything to Paul yet. I hadn't met him. And stay with me. This is a big deal for me. So now I'm like, it's Paul. What do I say? What do I say? I haven't met him. Do I introduce myself? How do I become best friends with Paul Stanley right now? This is my chance. So now we're like almost 2 doors away from each other. Now's the time to strike. And I choke harder than a Tommy Lee groupie. Nothing. I got nothing to say to this guy. So now we're face to face. So I got nothing. So he just walks by me and looks at me and goes, hey. That's it. I've been on tour with this guy for like 2 weeks. He's my hero. I get a hey. And it was fucking awesome. It was Paul Stanley. I'm like, yes, he talked to me. I'm best friends with Paul Stanley from Kiss now. Woo. Made my day. Granted, it's the only thing he said to me the whole tour, but I'll take it. That's my takeaway from the whole tour. But I am a musician and a musician only. I know nothing else. I am not skilled for anything else. And I'm like, it's a little, scary because I'm like one broken knuckle away from paper or plastic. Or nowadays, should I just say, ma'am, this register's open. Bag your own shit. Sir, this register's open. Oh, you need my card? Beep. I like that job. You don't do shit. And you still get paid for it. I'm also, because I'm just a musician and nothing else, I play in a number of bands. I'm also in the band called Fozzy with the wrestler Chris Jericho. Anyone? You heard of that guy, huh? He was actually supposed to be here tonight, but he had something he couldn't get out of. I don't know, it's like a camel clutch or like a chokehold or something back then. I'm not gonna bust him. He's not here to defend himself, so I won't bust his balls. Even if he was here, I wouldn't bust his balls because I'd hit the ground quicker than a frat boy on Duval if I fucking did. I ain't going there. So Fozzy, we had a great year this year. We played Wembley Stadium in the UK. I mean, huge, 90,000 people. I mean, talk about intimidating. That is something, seeing just an ocean of people. You think of Queen, you think of Live Aid, you think of all, I mean, for a musician, it doesn't get much better than that, and it's pretty intimidating. But this is even more intimidating. I mean, I was gonna have a beer before my set, but I didn't want to screw up, so I had 10. How am I doing? 10's the lucky number, everybody. Make it light beer. But a lot's changed for myself. Because look, I could be at Wembley Stadium one day, and now I'm in Key West telling jokes. Shit changes, right? But it's okay. It's okay. My knuckles are still working. But music is pretty. It can change just like that. Things changed for Trixter back in the day too. I blame Nirvana and grunge. Trixter is kind of the hair band, metal. This is power ballads and all that shit. You know the type, right? Right. And there was a time where it was time to put bands like us out of work. And Nirvana did just that. And I'll never forget, Trixter was on tour. We were on top of the world. We're in Los Angeles, and we want to go see some friends that work for a record label, Geffen Records. And the good thing about musicians going to a record label, they give you a bag, and they go ahead, go in the closet, take whatever you want, take all the CDs and stuff. So we're like kids, like, ooh. Just unloading the closet. So before we leave, they're, oh wait, guys, hold on. You got to get this. You got this Nirvana record. This is gonna be great. And we're like, oh yeah, we should take it. Put it in. And we're walking down Sunset Boulevard with our bags of CDs, Smiles, Nirvana thing in there, and all I can equate that to is the bank robber with the bag of money running down the street, and then the ink blows up. That's what that Nirvana CD did to Trickster. Yeah, we wore flannel shirts in our video for "Give It to Me Good," and then all of a sudden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and the grunge bands are all wearing flannel shirts. I go, yeah, grunge took our flannels and hung us with them. So, new sheriff in town, your services are no longer needed. So things change. I mean, back in the day, we had girls screaming, and it was awesome. Girls screaming. Now I have girls screaming. But they're in my house going, "Dad, close the door until it clicks. Please." Ah, Jesus, I'm so sorry. 12 years old. There's a sign on the door. Please close it until it clicks. All right. We wore flannels on MTV, right? Now we wear flannel pajamas and try not to fall asleep 10 minutes after putting Netflix on. I'm up. No, you're sleeping. Fucking, yeah, what just happened? I don't know. You got me, I'm out. But we were on MTV, we were on radio, we were in magazines, and now we're on podcasts and podcasts. And podcasts. That's it. And now, "Give It to Me Good." We had people singing all over the world. "Give it to me good," right? Now they're like, "Give it to me good, but give it to me before 9." Just the sitter charges extra after 9, so when I get home, got to get my 8 in. So all I want to say is, if you're ever in Jersey and you're in the diner and you see me there getting the early bird special, make sure you come up and say, "Hey." That's my time, people. People! You've been great. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you.
That's PJ, everybody. Give it up